It's Carolyn, okay.
Carolyn? I'm helping. Villanelle. Of course. I'm surprised she's not with...
Oh my god, everybody in the same room. Oh god, I don't know, everyone's in the same room. Oh no.
This is something new.
Someone who's going to answer a couple of questions.
Carolyn, things will go a lot easier for you if we just end this now.
Sit down, Paul!
Oh shit. Carolyn's pressed.
Do you even know how to use that? Please, give the gun to me.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, seems to be working.
Ew.
I have no idea what happened. If you two are going to be here, the least you could do is just sit down and be quiet.
My god, this is amazing, but I'm so scared. I'm so worried.
Carolyn?
Like naughty kids.
FSB, the British Security Service. That can't be a surprise for you.
Okay. I always knew he was playing everyone.
He's even been stealing millions from the 12.
Don't listen to him. He is the 12th.
Do you know Helen? She's my boss. Ex-boss. It was a very toxic workplace.
Did you order Dasha just round to kill my husband?
He's dead.
Dead?
Will you all be quiet?
What is this about?
Justice. Why did you kill my son? What? You were there?
I can explain.
You better.
Because I'm very close to pulling this trigger.
Same.
You killed Kenny.
He doesn't kill people. He makes other people do it for him.
Kenny was getting too close to the 12th. I told him if he wanted to live, he needed to come working for the 12th. He got scared. He kept stepping back. I tried to stop him, but he fell before I could do anything.
I wish I could believe you.
Yeah, that's...
I wouldn't do that to someone.
That's fucking
I
lame,
don't
if that's true.
Loved. Get down on your knees.
Oh, shit. What's going on with V's reaction here? This doesn't...
I love you.
You never loved me, not even close. Get down on your knees, Carolyn. Think about it. This was inevitable.
Why is V not doing anything?
Do something!
I swear she'd do something. She doesn't know, does she? She doesn't know what to do.
And
Oh, shit. Okay, now.
Let me go before I change my mind.
Oh, my God. Is that really what happened to Kenny? He fell. No, I don't buy that.
Are you coming?
No,
Damn.
you're not family.
Why kill
don't-
him?
He had everything we wanted to know about the 12.
He was a traitor.
Constantine who killed your son.
No, Eve. I am responsible for Kenny's death.
Oh, you're not.
Fault. Kenny was killed trying to expose the 12.
Yeah.
What I've come to realize is that one cannot destroy the 12.
You should listen to her, Eve.
Shit.
Maybe it's time you went cold turkey?
Just give it all up. This is bizarre. This is not the way I saw any of this going.
Don't you want to just trot along after?
Damn.
Yes, a suicide. 5 minutes.
Carolyn could be in some shit next season. She probably will be. I'm miffed we haven't got the Kenny question properly answered.
I killed Dasha.
No, I killed Dasha. Then I guess we both did. Isn't that romantic?
You're not the only people who would think that are.
Who?
Us.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore.
What's happened to us?
I used to be like them.
Yeah, oblivious.
Badly dressed. You were never like them.
I had a life. I had a husband and a house and a chicken.
You still want that stuff?
No.
When I try and think of my future, I just see your face over and over again.
Oh,
It's very beautiful.
don't do it to me.
Did I ruin your life? Do you think I'm a monster?
You're so many things. I think we all have monsters inside of us. It's just that most people manage to keep theirs hidden.
Well, I haven't.
Neither have I.
I think my monster encourages your monster.
Oh, that's true.
I wanted it to.
Oh, this is great dialogue they're having. Needed this for so long.
Help me make it stop.
No.
If that's really what you want, it's not difficult.
You're gonna tell me to jump?
No, of course not. Stand up straight.
Oh my god. They're about to kiss.
Now turn around and face the other way.
What?
I'll turn this way.
Oh, she's gonna tell her to walk away. Oh my goodness.
Now we walk, and we never look back.
But
No.
Just walk.
Please look back. Please look back. Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, wanker. Oh, mate. Fuck. Oh my god. I was trying to keep myself cool through all of that final thing. Oh my god. I nearly went in the dance scene, let alone just... Oh, when they look back. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was like a very mixed final episode. There's some things like that final... those final couple of scenes were brilliant. And for an easy life, I give it a 10 straight away, just because I normally do the ratings at the end. But it's a 10. Just for that scene, which I'll go to. But some things, like the Kenny thing, I thought that was an awful wrap up. I can't lie to you. I'm disappointed with that. So all the time he had a camera on his bloody sweets. And just now, just however, I'm guessing weeks, months later, is when he goes, oh, shall we check it? You know, I appreciate that he's meant to be a bit of a dud, you know, a bit useless, really. Bear, I think he's called. He's not been my favourite throughout the whole thing. I get it. I get that's probably the point, you know. He's only just thought of that because he's not the smartest pea in the pod. But my goodness, you know... Wow. But he just fell. I don't know, that's just such... That feels like a cop-out to me. That feels like such a cop-out. You know, I would have rather it been Geraldine or something. I'd rather they gave us a twist with that, even though it would have been very predictable, I think. So part of me was kind of glad that Geraldine, by the looks of it, you know, she's going to pop up again, was just Geraldine. You know, there was nothing... dodgy going on with her, which you might expect through kind of the sort of her behaviour. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you thought about Kenny's wrap up in particular. It just seemed almost like, you know, they've brought it up nearly every episode, and it's like they were like, right, let's write this fantastic Eve and Villanelle scene. Oh, we've got to wrap up Kenny. Like, it's almost like that. You know, I appreciate that Kenny died because they needed a reason to get Eve back in the fold. So, part of the only way that might have done that would have been the death of a friend or something. I appreciate that. but you've got to do something better with it. I feel you've got to do something better with that. But yeah, all right. So I won't harp on about it. But yeah, I want that. That's probably one of the worst kind of, I feel, wrap ups they've done. So all right. So Carolyn finds out and gets everyone together, including Paul. I've remembered his name. And gets them together. She's sort of reeling. She's angry. She's, oh, sorry, that's my stomach.
Jesus Christ.
Because she knows Constantine's been lying to her. Whatever, whether it was what he's saying. Again, I don't know. I struggle to believe anything Constantine says. Like, part of me still... And again, with that scene where she's got the gun on him, I don't know where this... Like, I know Villanelle's conflicted right now, and she doesn't know what side she's on, and she knows she's on Eve's side. That's pretty much all she knows, and she knows she doesn't want to kill. But I don't know why she's just turned like that. So, from last... Was it last episode? Is that where she's like, I don't know what I'm trying to do her accent. I don't want you to die. I really don't. Like, generally, like looking like she's really upset that Constantine's... They're dying on the floor. To this. Yeah, But yeah, that's the two things, my two big grips. Kenny, and I suppose we'll get on to her in a minute, but Kenny and Eve's, V's reaction in that scene. There was just something, and obviously, yeah, Geraldine, there was, I don't know. I feel that the only reason they gave us all that Gerald, because we got a lot of it. We got something every episode. Just her fluttering about and Carolyn being done with it, basically. So I think she was just kind of... Perhaps she was there for a red herring. But it turned out we didn't need a red herring because apparently no one killed Kenny. He accidentally fell. But... Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy their scenes. I have enjoyed, and this was by far the funniest, best one, I feel. That was hilarious. Like, oh my goodness, I was crying with laughter. Carolyn opens the page. So, if that's all we get, just some great Carolyn moments, and fine, I'll take it. I don't, I think it was just to get us more... sort of personal with Carolyn, which we hadn't really got the previous two seasons. We got little bits and bobs with her interactions with Eve, sometimes with Kenny, but we hadn't got a lot. So I'd appreciate that for what it was. Maybe we didn't need quite so much of it for what it led to, So V's still, yeah. I don't think she knows what she wants. I think maybe that's why I can partly forgive. Why she doesn't defend Constantine straight away. Why her... Perhaps because that would mean going against Eve in a way. But yeah, that's the only sort of way I can make that make sense, is Carolyn's got a point. If this isn't part of what she wants to do anymore, then she's probably no good for this line of work. So it leaves a lot of questions, certainly, for... season 4. So she's sort of none the wiser after that meeting, really, V. She sort of still doesn't really know where she is. And so it looks like, so she's on a train and she meets up with Rihanna, is it? Rihanna? Rihanna, I think. And she's been ordered by Elaine to come to the office. So this is looking very much like, yeah, she's about to be killed, I think. I think that's what I'm taking from it. It was a her or them situation, I think. Yeah, so they end up having, V's just being V, winding her up. I don't know if she's psyching herself up, trying to get in the zone, and, that's part of it, or she knows what she has to do, or she knows what's coming, and she's... Well, I don't know. Yeah, it becomes like a fight for the death, and... I don't know if Rihanna's playing her when she's like begging pretty much for her life at that point, and she'd switch on her. I think she probably would. Otherwise, what bloody use is she? She's bloody useless as well, if that's the way it was. But V doesn't buy it. She kicks her on the rails, and boom, by Rihanna, whatever your name is. And Dasha. Dasha is also now dead by the looks of it. I think she's dead. The monitor thingy went off. They've kept things quite. I don't know if I'm just being stupid and I've missed things. I don't know if because he took a hand, didn't he? I don't know if we're supposed to assume he took the thing out or he put something in or something. Or she was always just on the brink of death and a shock, or she was just close. But I feel he did something because I don't know. I could have seen her getting away from that. Really, all right. She's probably got some broken ribs and stuff, but. Yeah, so that's done. So, all right, so that's everyone else, their kind of summaries and stuff. And so, obviously, Eve and V have just a couple of, probably one of the greatest scenes they've had. I still like the Eve's house scene, both of them. But very different feel for Eve and V. It's normally, like the bus scene, as soon as they're in the same room, there's just this tension, and it's negative, but there's also an attraction and a chemistry, but this was just two people that are just exhausted. They're just absolutely, both scenes. They're just, and I think Eve senses the change in V like immediately in that dance scene. Like you can sort of see her looking like, what's going on? What's your play here? And we get this really nice dance scene. And this scene of them sort of. It seems like, they're thinking of future. Like, Eve certainly is, when she's like, oh, we'd never be like that. And, I don't think V was necessarily talking about them, to be honest. I think she was just talking in general. But that's the way Eve took it. She's like, I think she said we'd consume each other before we got that old. Which is sad, but I think a part of that is probably true. But I don't know. There's just still something as we sort of see in that final episode scene that there's something there's just a bond there that's not broken easily. And so we get this lovely little dance scene. Obviously, Rihanna shows up and V has to cut it short. I'm assuming just to sort of save Eve's skin, so Eve's all right. So they both go and do their separate thing. Eve goes off and gets, I thought she was getting money, but she obviously is. She goes looking for Eve. This is sort of a little while. This is after she's killed Brienne. And we get a nice little funny scene there. And obviously Eve meets up with Constantine. He's got out. So yeah, so we got all that going on, and then again we come back to that scene where they're all sort of in the wherever they are. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I'm still not sure how to take all that. But either way, she lets him go, but she kills Paul. She got the gun. She kills Paul. I mean, she couldn't have killed Constantine and let Paul live. I don't think he wouldn't have. I mean, whatever happened with him at gunpoint, if she'd let him go, it would have been an immediate danger on her. So I feel she probably had no choice. But part of me is like, could he have something on her? Because I still do question Carolyn at times. But we got actual confirmation that Constantine does juggle, but between all the big all these big spy companies and the 12 and all that. And so Eve and V go off and they just have this scene we've been dying for so long. Obviously it was a scene that wouldn't have worked. It just shows kind of how much they've both come, because they had many opportunities the last couple of seasons to just sit down and just have a real kind of heart to heart like this, but neither of them could be completely. Normally V, most of the time, couldn't be quite honest. I don't think she always quite knew what she was, but because of this journey V's gone through this season, to be able to see it from Eve's point of view, I think is what I'm taking from that. From the last episode of the last season, I remember it, and she was all about possession. You're mine, and and just this kind of, she was living in La La Land in a way, but this was a very real talk. This was real talks people have every day. I mean, obviously not to that extreme, like with the stuff about the monster, and just the understanding the way it works, maybe even understanding the way love works, and what's expected from a partner and stuff, and we just get this lovely moment. Just, oh my goodness, I can't even think about it. Just I'm a soppy old romantic. And just this, fine. We can stop this now. We can nip this in the bud right now. All you've got to do is walk away. I'll walk away. And V would have, I believe. I think V did that. I think V would have always turned around, but if Eve didn't, she would have walked away. I think. I that's what I'm taking that as. Obviously, whereas that's something she wouldn't have been able to do last season. She didn't even give her the option. She turned away and she shot her in the back. But I think V was always going to turn back, obviously. But she just wanted to make sure Eve would. At first I was like, oh, I hope that there's a little make-out or something. But I think it was nice the way that is, because they needed that. They just needed vocal stuff for now. They just no, we got a kiss. We with us in episode 3, and so we got that we got the attractions back on. We got that from that, but I quite like that it was just this lovely just moment. It wasn't. Yeah, I think that was really nicely done. I've watched a lot of queer stuff, but this was probably one of the best. And not just even gay, just, and it's not. I don't even bring it to that mostly either. Just one of the nicest, well written. Just two people who know it shouldn't be, just because of the lives they lead, and how different they are, but they're not, sort of thing, and just because of their polar differences and because of circumstances, etc., just kind of saying, this is what it is, isn't it? That was one of the better scenes I've seen between any two people with a romantic. I still stick by the definitely stick with the romantic angle there. There was a time where I didn't think they were going to go that way, but it looks like they really are now, which is awesome, because there's definitely a bond there and a connection, and but I think that's pretty much all from the episode. There'll probably be more things I'll think of, but I'll talk about them in my recap, which I'll do in a couple of weeks. And I got the title drop. I got that one. I said Eve, didn't I? And it was Eve. Yeah. No, that was a really nice episode. I give it a 10. I give it a 10 for, like I said at the beginning, for the Eve and V stuff, for the great scenes. But if we were just going on wrapping shit up, I'd probably only give it an 8. But because we did get those great scenes, and I really, I thought they were really great. And we had a great Carolyn scene, and performances and stuff has been great. But I'll go into all that in the review. All right then, guys. For anyone that obviously doesn't stick by and watch the reviews and stuff, I will see you for season 4. Hopefully you come back again, whenever that may be. I'm not entirely sure. Just thank you again, everybody, for the likes and the comments and the subscriptions, and just for being cool and not spoiling and all that sort of stuff. I really appreciate it. I've had a blast with this season, this series. I've really enjoyed it. All right then. I guess all that remains for me to say until next time is catch you on the flip side. See you later, guys. Bye. Peace out.